Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Cześć.
Cześć.
Polska.
Polska.
Very good.
Man, Mr. Butchko, I really wish we could experience Poland in real life.
Well, lady, I've got a surprise for you. How would you all like to go to Poland right now to experience it?
Oh my God!
Wow,
Yeah, that'd be
that's so
amazing.
great. I'm not Polish.
Okay, all right now, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, what about me?
We're here!
Oh my gosh!
Monica, look who else is here!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! How did you guys get here? Guys, welcome to Poland, everybody! Let's go!
Hey, where's Catherine?
Welcome to Poland. Today, I'm here to take you on an in-class field trip for you to discover the country that was at the epicenter of the Holocaust. Poland faced Nazi atrocities from the very first day Germany invaded the country in 1939 till the entire country was liberated all the way in 1945. So you come with me today, I will show you all aspects of the nation. Come on with me. First, let's look at some basic facts about Poland. Its national colors are represented in its flag, red and white, and its national symbol is the white eagle. Its population is over 38 million, about the same as California, and it's over 120,000 square miles in area, which is about the same as New Mexico. Poland is one of the most homogeneous states on Earth, with 96% of its population identifying as ethnically Polish, and 98% of the population stating that Polish is their first language. Its money is called the zloty, and its cents are called grosze. It takes about 3.5 zlotys to equal $1. So yes, 1 grosz is worth less than 1/3 of a cent. On the 50 zloty note is King Casimir III, who ruled Poland in the 1300s. He was very tolerant towards the Jewish people and enacted laws to protect them. As a result, Jews from all over Europe came to live in Poland, and by World War II, over 3 million of them called Poland home. When Hitler invaded Poland in 1939, the Nazis made this area the center of operations for the Holocaust. This is the reason why all 6 death camps were located within the boundaries of Poland. The first city we're going to explore is Poland's capital, Warsaw. It's important for us because it was the home of the largest Jewish ghetto in the Holocaust, and nearby was the death camp of Treblinka. Welcome to the old town of Warsaw, built in the 14th century. The royal castle is here on the right. It was the traditional palace of the kings of Poland, and later the president of the Polish Republic. Just in front of the royal castle is Sigmund's column, erected in 1644. It commemorates King Sigmund III, who moved the capital of Poland from Krakow to Warsaw. Just a few blocks away is Old Town Square. It's rich in restaurants, cafes, and shops. The square and the surrounding streets feature medieval architecture and have been carefully restored after the Nazis intentionally destroyed most of the area. Now, food in Poland is taken seriously. There are many delicious traditional dishes, but none more so than the pierogi. But don't take it from me. Just listen to the feedback from the students.
When you come to Poland, you gotta get pierogies. They are an absolute delight, man. I can't believe how exploded my brain is right now. There's no words to describe how good pierogies are. That's it.
This changed my life.
These are the best pierogies I've ever had.
Now, what are pierogies made of?
Well, these
They're
have
kinda like
potato,
dumplings.
onion, and parsley.
Take a look.
Best food I've ever eaten.
There's some gravy on top. I don't know what the chunks are.
And last night for dinner, we had veal pierogies. And the day before, we had plain potato pierogies. We're living off pierogies.
Pierogies are like
Pierogi season, baby.
Pierogi season. Let's ride. They're delicious.
You want to try these rolls? Yeah, get a nice zoom in on the.
You have to just observe. You have to come.
Pierogi.
You can eat it after. Oh.
You have to come on the
Give me my pierogi back.
Guys,
and you have to get pierogies when you go to Poland.
What is specifically my
Old
happy
Town.
what the hell?
Poland has an endless supply of great dishes.
I've never taken a picture of anything like this.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
And what is it, so they know?
Beef goulash with potato pancake.
Wow, that looks really good.
Let me show you this one. So we got pancakes with spinach and mozzarella cheese.
Yeah?
It's very good.
Awesome. Very good.
I'll show them my Vienna style cheesecake.
Oh, nice.
Very tasty.
We got cream soup. I'm telling you, it's the best soup I've ever had.
He only burned himself once.
Wow. Pretty good.
Soon to be twice.
From Warsaw, we'll move on to our second major city in Poland, Krakow. For us, Krakow is important because it was the site of Oskar Schindler's factory, Plaszow concentration camp, and only a few dozen miles away lies Auschwitz, the infamous death camp in the Holocaust. Our first stop is to see Wawel Castle, built by King Casimir III. It's a beautiful structure with just one very plain-looking building.
Look at this beautiful church from the Middle Ages. But look at that building. That one's pretty dull. Where'd that come from?
All right, let me tell you about this. This building behind us right here in Krakow, this building was actually constructed by the Nazis, if you can believe it. The city of Krakow was the capital of Nazi-occupied Poland called the General Government, and the Nazis built this as their capital building. The Governor General of Poland, a Nazi lawyer by the name of Hans Frank, he actually lived in the castle and the structure right behind us. So right in the middle of a beautiful Krakow castle is a Nazi building. As you can see, it's not really that exciting looking, but the Nazis built it. What do you expect?
Wawel Castle is also home to Wawel Cathedral, where Polish kings were crowned and buried. Religion is important in Poland, with 87% of the population identifying as Catholic. Before he became the first Polish pope ever, John Paul II was the Archbishop of Krakow and lived within the castle walls. Krakow is most famous for its enormous main square, dating back to the 13th century. Surrounding it is St. Mary's Basilica, shops and restaurants of all kinds, and the Town Hall Tower. The clock on top of the tower is controlled by radio waves, receiving the signals from a transmitter in Germany. This gives it the accuracy of the atomic time standard. Inside, there's an old clock mechanism dating back centuries that visitors have the opportunity to examine.
Hi, we're in the old Town Hall clock tower, and this over here is the mechanism that spins the clock, and this over here is actually one of the original pieces from the original clock. Now it's been updated a little better, and it's now more mechanized than before.
Just like us, Poland has its fair share of snacks, but they have varieties that are hard to find in America. And there isn't a better example of this than in their potato chips.
Now, when it comes to snacks, Poland is famous for very specific munchies. An example of this right here. These are butter-flavored potato chips, which I believe are the best tasting potato chips in the entire world. I'm about to share it with a bunch of my students, and let's find out what they think about it. Julia, do the honors. Lindsay? Nick? Nick? Mason?
Oh, last.
Adam? That's okay. And Mark, here you go. Okay. Everybody ready? Let's do a little toast. And taste.
It's pretty good.
It's phenomenal.
Crispy.
Astonishing.
I've been waiting all year for this.
It's very good.
I really like them.
Scrumptious.
Well, you've heard it from everybody. 100% thumbs up. Well, that concludes our trip to Poland. I really hope you learned a lot about its history, society, and culture. I hope you learned a lot about this trip. And of course,
I'll see you on the next in-class field trip. Don't you say ya?
Where are they?
Hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, Kevin, how you doing? Hey, Mike, you want to come back to Poland with us? There's awesome pierogies available for you. Play Mason didn't eat them all. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.